Hi everyone, in this video we'll see the types of the inheritance are available inside OP. So here I have listed down all the types of the inheritance. So the first types you can see single inheritance, then multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. Okay, so these four types of inheritance are available inside OP. So as of now, we have already worked with the single inheritance. Okay, I think you know. So this is the class we implemented now. And here we perform the inherit operation. Okay, that means this is my parent class and this is my child class. And we are inheriting with our parent class. Okay, this is called actually single inheritance. That means so far, whatever example we have written, this is our single inheritance. Okay, now let me show you the multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. Okay, how it will look like. So first of all, I will show you the diagram of it, then I will also show you the code example. Okay, how you can write all the types of inheritance inside Python. So first of all, let me show you the single. I think you already know, okay, how single inheritance look like. So you have one parent class and you have one child class. So you will be doing the inheritance like that. That means child class will inherit the parent class. That means whatever, let's say property we are having of the parent, we can use inside the child class. Okay, this is called single inheritance. And how your multi-level inheritance will look like, see. So here you will have grandfather. Okay, grandfather. Then you will have father. Then you will have child. Okay, and it will inherit like that. First of all, child will inherit father and father will inherit grandfather. Okay, that means here your child can access all the property. It can also access the grandfather property. It can also access the father property, but father can only access the grandfather property. Okay, so this is called multi-level inheritance. Okay, and it's not like that you will be only taking grandfather, father and child. You can also take after grandfather, and so on. Okay, infinite time you can take, but that much depth actually you don't need to go. 3 to 4 depth, I think it is fine. Okay, 3 to 4 level, I think it is fine. Now let me tell you this hierarchical inheritance. So here you will have one parent class, and this parent class will have multiple child class. That's a C1, C2, and C3, like that, and it will inherit with the parent class. All the child class will inherit with the parent class. Okay, that means all the child class can access parent class property. Okay, this is called actually hierarchical inheritance concept. Okay, now the last one, which is nothing but multiple inheritance. Now inside multiple inheritance, you will have multiple parent. That's a P1 and P2. Okay, so I'm having two parent class, and here we are having only one child class. Okay, let's see. So it will inherit like that. That means your C, that means child class will inherit with the P1 as well and P2 as well. That means both parent, it will try to do the inherit operation. Let's say this is your father, okay, and this is your mother. That means you are trying to inherit with your father as well as your mother. Okay, that means all the property you can access here. So this is called multiple inheritance. I hope it is clear. Apart from that, there is another inheritance which is called actually a hybrid inheritance. So inside hybrid inheritance, you will be using all the inheritance whatever you have learned. Okay, you will just do the combination and you will be using all of them. But again, it's like very less used. But if you want to use it, you can also use it. You have to combine all the inheritance together and you can implement hybrid inheritance. Okay, this is the idea. But these are the very popular inheritance, and this is like most used in inheritance. Okay, whenever you will be implementing any kinds of software product. Now let's see the code example one by one. Okay, then I think it will be more clear. So here I already written all the example. See, it's like very easy. See, first of all, I showed the multi-level inheritance. So here I've taken some examples. So first of all, I've taken a class called product. Okay, so inside product, I'm having one method called review. Then I'm having another actually class you can see called phone, and inside that I'm having one constructor, and inside that I'm having one method. Okay, which is nothing but buy. Now you can see phone is inheriting with the product. Okay, phone is inheriting with the product. Now how your multi-level inheritance looks like, see, this is the multi-level. That means it will have three class, grandfather, father and child. Child will inherit with the father, father will inherit with the grandfather. That means you can see this is my grandfather, this is my father, and father is getting inherited with the grandfather. Okay, this is the idea. Now again, I've taken another class called smartphone. Okay, and this is my child class, and child will inherit with the father, that means phone. Okay, this is the idea. Now this is my complete multi-level inheritance. Okay, now I'm initializing the smartphone. Now see, if I just write s.by, now by is present inside my father class. Okay, you can see father class, it is present. So by is also executing. Then I'm calling the review. Review is present inside my grandfather. That means child can access father property as well, grandfather property as well. Okay, that's why it is printing all of them. Okay, inside phone constructor, because it doesn't have any constructor, so it will look for in the father constructor. So father constructor it is already having, so this constructor will be executed. Okay, then I'm trying to call this by. That means this by will execute, then this review will execute. Okay, this is the idea. I hope it is clear. Now let me show you the next one, hierarchical one. Now how hierarchical looks like, that's how. It will have one parent class and multiple child class. See, one parent class, phone, and it is having multiple child class. Child 1, the smartphone, and child 2, feature phone. Okay. Now here I'm doing the inherit operation. You can see phone and phone. Got it? That means both child class can access the property of parent. Okay, so here I have defined smartphone, the first child class, and here I've given the input. The input actually takes, and now I'm trying to access the buy. Okay, you can see now it will show me the buying a phone, because here I'm inside that I'm returning this particular buying a phone, right? And the second one, featuring phone, again I'm calling the buy, so it will also able to access the buy because both are child class of the parent class. Okay, this is called actually hierarchical inheritance. Now the last one, which is nothing but multiple inheritance. Now how it looks like, you can see it is having two parent class and one child class. Now you can see here I have defined two parent class. First parent class is phone. Inside that I'm having one method, and the second parent class is product. Okay, inside that I'm having review. Now one child class I implemented called smartphone, because smartphone will have phone and product both. Now here I have done the inherit operation. You can see phone and product both, because it can inherit with both parent class. Okay, that's how we have to give. First of all, you have to give the first one, then you have to give the last one. Okay, now if I just initialize the object, now if I just call, let's say buy. Okay, buy. Now where buy is present inside my parent class. Okay, you can see it is present inside my parent class. Okay, so buy will be executed. You can see buying a phone. Then I'm calling the review. Now review is present inside my parent class, again inside the product. Okay, it is also able to access this particular property. So this is called actually multiple inheritance. Okay, so these are the inheritance actually you will be using going forward. So I showed you all of them one by one. Now please try to practice from your end, try to create different example and try to execute in your system. Okay, then this part will be more clear. So yes, this is all about from this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching this particular video, and I will see you next time.